Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game. This game going to be between taking place here. Refuge. Over here on the bottom left hand side of the map, we have Infi spawning as the blue human going up against Moon spawning as the red night elf. Night elf Night elf versus human in this 1v1 matchup, and I had to do a little bit of a double take here just a second ago, and it felt like I was playing a similar game, but that was Lalayet versus Kamiko, and it was a tavern hero. So the build order off to the north, well, looks like it is going to be an altar of elders sometime around the 1 minute mark, and then trying to train up a lot of archers here, hopefully. Um, I, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Tavern Hero meta. Yep, Tavern Hero meta here on Last Refuge. As we're looking at, well, a little bit of deja vu, hence that, like, weird, like, did I cast this game already? There's going to be an Archmage here. Altar of Elders is, well, Altar of Elders has still not been placed down. Altar of Elders finally placed down here. And then we should be looking at a Tavern Hero. Meanwhile, archers are already being trained by Moon. Will he be able to get up to 3 archers? That is the question. And where, if, when, will a wisp be sent out to try and disrupt some of Infi's strategy? No repeat games, don't worry about that. All right. Well, it could be that if I cast the wrong game, right, and I think one game is another, it could be, or I load the wrong replay, it could be an issue. Wisp now making its way down to the south off over here. Footman going to be doing a bit of scouting as well, heading off to the north. Archer number 2 already getting trained, and we should be going into Archer number 3. There we are. First real difference, I believe, in the game between Lalayet and Kamiko, there was only 2 archers, and I had wondered, why is there only 2 archers? Shouldn't there be enough timing for 3 archers before that battle begins? Back down to the south here, we are looking at the Wisp just running around the tavern as a Beastmaster is going to go ahead and be trained up. Meanwhile, Archmage is going to go ahead and use this opportunity to clear out the Ogre Magi creep camp and perhaps try to set up an expansion of his own. Double water elementals here. Forest Troll Trapper gonna get taken out here. Ogre Magi taking a little bit more damage. Water Elemental absorbing all of that damage rather nicely, though, as the Beastmaster going to town against this Rock Golem. All right, some detonation coming in as well. Archers coming back across, taking quite a bit of damage. Bear is right there. Sobi Mask picked up. Forest Troll, Shadow Priest, and a Sobi Mask on the Beastmaster. Exactly what the Doctor ordered. Being able to, well, summon up more of those pretties, summon more of those beasts to, well, deal damage and soak up damage is exactly what you needed. Coming back off to the north here. Ancient of War, well, gonna make its way on through. Double Bears gonna walk over here, finish off this Ogre Magi 533 creep camp as the expansion, well, already well underway. Scout Tower is there here. We're looking at Town Hall. Not quite enough workers. Currently sitting at 16. Probably need to get into the 18 category on those 18 category on those workers, as the Rock Golem now slowly making its way back here. Archmage could pick up a Tome of Intelligence, grab in a little bit more damage, and, well, then pretty much hope beyond hope that it's able to finish off this creep camp here. Another Archmage, well, Illusion coming back across. We're looking at the Forest Troll High Priest getting in a lot of healing. That's just problem after problem here, as that Rock Golem should end up getting taken down. Forest Troll High Priest doesn't look like it's actually healing any damage, and, well, no inner fire possible on that Rock Golem, as it is immune to magic. Rock Golem gonna finally get finished off here, giving level 3 to the Archmage, adding in Scourge Bone Chimes, a little bit of additional healing on those footmen. Coming back to the other side, a Beastmaster Illusion. Well, feedback damage, you pretty much can ignore the hero until it summons up a beast, as we're looking at, well, no damage being done whatsoever. Archmage makes its way off to the north, realizes, wait, nope, that is a real Beastmaster. It needs to go ahead and reposition itself here in just a moment. Footmen are healing, able to heal themselves up pretty quickly, and now going to make their way over here to the expansion. Expansion of Infi now going to be in a little bit of trouble. Repairs are underway to try and, well, shoo off that entire army here. Force Troll, Shadow Priest, and the army now looking to back away. And it looks like it was just a cautionary scouting army coming in from Moon, as opposed to an actual engagement. Never really can quite tell sometimes, as a Beastmaster is able to bring the fight to Infi's expansion pretty quickly, even with that Arcane Tower. Footman, Forest Troll, Berserker making its way off to the north here. Beastmaster going to go ahead, engage Ogre Warrior off to the side. Archers are all here ready to engage as well. Water Elemental taking quite a bit of damage. And there goes a bear as well. Forest Troll, Shadow Priest trying to retreat back. A little bit more poke damage again. Quillbeast going into the back of that Forest Troll, Shadow Priest as the Archmage. Well, where is it going to try and run off to? Picking up some items, Boots of Speed, and now should be able to run back here. All right, Forest Troll, Shadow Priest going to have a very bad day getting, speared in the back by a giant quill. Meanwhile, the Archmage is running around in a circle, really just trying to see if the expansion is up and running. All right, there you are. There is an Ancient of War absorbing a lot of damage, picking up another Gloves of Haste. I don't believe that attack, the Gloves of Haste attack speed bonus works nearly as well, but we're going to be looking at Ancient of Wonders now getting in a lot of pressure and followed up by a detonation. Coming back through behind this, Beastmaster gonna make its way and try and engage against all of these units here, as we are looking at the Hunter's Hall getting disrupted. This is gonna further delay the Ancients of Lore, and by delaying that Ancient of Lore, gonna put perhaps Moon in a little bit of an unfavorable spot. Footman trying to retreat all the way back here, finally gonna end up getting taken down, even with the other Footmen trying to clear up, making sure that there was no real melee possibilities. Archers, are they going to try and do a little bit more healing? A little bit more blocking. Footman with the Fen, reflecting back a good amount of damage, as Moon is using a lot of his Moonwells at this point in stage in the game. Reflect now being used. However, one Footman perhaps going to get taken down. No! Down to 9 hit points, and Moon lets him go. Footman with the Fen still reflecting back arrows, and that damage is just going to slowly add back up over time here, as we're looking at the Hunter's Hall trying to be rebuilt off to the side here. That's just going to quickly get denied as well. Hunter's Hall being rebuilt off to the north by Moon. Moon is already at Tree of Ages, and this Hunter Hall is not yet done, further delaying any sort of expansion attempt, as the Footmen also, getting a little bit of additional hit points. More Footmen joining in on the battle here. Beastmaster of Moon trying to catch back up and catch over, as the Bears are going after this one Peasant here. I don't believe is it gonna get the last hit. Oh, it does get the last hit. That Bear was over like 15 feet away, and still the Peasant was unable to get away from that last final blow. Footman still trying to, play a game of whack-a-mole with those wisps diving in and out of that entangled gold mine, as we're looking at a level 4 Beastmaster going up a level 3 Archmage. Bear is still causing a bit of problems, and at this point in stage in the game, I'm surprised that Infi hasn't really surprised us yet. We are going into dual Rax Riflemen, and we are staying at tier 2 right now, training up some priest. Second hero is in fact going to be a Mountain King over a Blood Mage, as we saw earlier, as the Forest Troll Berserkers are now pushing on through as well. Vampiric Aura could do quite a bit of damage and heal quite a bit of damage as well, but that's not what we're looking at. Rifleman just trying to shoot down that Peasant or that Wisp, not lucky enough. Beastmaster getting getting taunted back, as the Mountain King is trying to land a Stormbolt. Going to go after that Forest Troll, Shadow Priest. A little bit, or quite a lot of bit of damage going to get added in. There goes that last bit of damage. Are we going to see another Stormbolt onto a Beastmaster as well, or perhaps trying to take down another unit? Beastmaster purposely trailing behind, taking more damage again and again. Meanwhile, Ancient of War keeping track of all of this action here in the middle of the walkway, seeing Militia now make their way off to the north. We're looking at 43 supply compared to 57 by Infi, as the Mountain King picking up a plethora of items. Scroll of Healing and Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Tome of Strength +2. Perhaps going to be picked up by the Mountain King. Yes, an additional +2 damage in addition to that +50 hit points. As we make our way back off to the north here, Archmage is going to try and clear things up. This Null Overseer creep camp gonna get finished off here. Mountain King sits at level 2, has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, picks up a Gloves of Haste as well. Is he gonna go for Bash? That is the question, as we're looking at some towers being built rather far away, and then gonna slowly encroach on the Ancient Protector and this space here. All right, a lot of damage to be had. Looked as though there could be an Ancient Protector finishing, but not going to be in time, as the Demon Hunter, a Demon Hunter and the Mountain King are going to be exchanging Storm Bolts as of days of old. All right, Mountain King looking to retreat back here. No Spellbreakers to try and remove or neutralize some of that mana either. The Demon Hunter, well, Mountain Giant, where are all of these units going? Stormbolt straight up onto the Beastmaster. Where is the Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter nowhere to be found. Demon Hunter trying to, bring up the rear. May get a mana burn here in just a moment. Gets up to level 2 as the units, the Footmen do have Defend, just constantly reflecting damage back. All right, Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter taking a little bit of damage here. Mountain King really should not be trying to engage here, as we could be looking at a couple of repairs. Massive repairs underway. Is it going to be saved? No, it is not. Mana burn onto the Archmage, as we see a Stormbolt Staff of Preservation saved by Moon. Beautifully played right there, and it looks as though the guard towers are just not going to be in time, as the Quill Beasts were able to just push on through with no problem. Mountain King now needing to retreat back. That Potion of Lesser Invulnerability does not last very long, as it has already come to an end. Guard tower, however, is going to be up, and that is going to open up, at least solidify the foothold for Infi. Can Infi use this foothold to stand himself back up in this engagement? That is the question to have now. Mass repairs getting underway. More Mountain Giant illusions joining in. There's a couple of taunts as well. Rifleman trying to take down the Mountain Giant. Demon Hunter needs to get back into the battle here. Mountain King does have some mana, but nope, lost it all already. Archmage sitting at level 4. Level 2 Brilliance Aura. Massive repairs onto that guard tower as it gets taken down. Mountain Giant still making their way back over. We do see a quick bash right there. Staff of Preservation saving some more units. A new guard tower getting constructed once more, as the Book of the Dead, even here on Last Refuge, made its presence known once again by allowing for a little bit of an easier hold once more. Guard towers being established. Riflemen, decent range, 1-0 upgrades. We're going to turn around and try and fight their way through. Mountain King does have I believe it has a Clarity Potion going. Yeah, Clarity Potion could go down for a Stormbolt here in just a second. A little bit of damage, easy to add up. Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, taking a lot more damage than he would really like. May get mana burn. Mountain King, trying to hide away, purposely keeping that distance away. Mountain King, Stormbolt, no Stormbolt either, as the Demon Hunter, what's going on here? That is just begging for a Stormbolt right there. That 110 damage, but there is no focus fire onto that Demon Hunter. Staff of Preservation should be coming in from the back again, as we see that Beastmaster there. All right, repairs. No repairs on that Scout Tower. The Quill Beast able to dive on in, no problem. Scroll of Healing trying to heal up all of those units. Archmage down to 179 hit points, continuing to retreat back. Riflemen trying to shoot their way out of this tough spot with 3 Mountain Giants and a bunch of, archers raining arrow damage on top of them. All right, more damage adding on through. 70 supply compared to 74. Infi trying to, continue this push, but Moon looks like he is going to be able to hold on to this, especially with that home field advantage and no more Scout Towers or Guard Towers as a possibility. Mountain King still sitting at level 2, though, really needs level 3. Quill Beast could get taken. Oh, there goes another Quill Beast taken down. Mountain King really needs to get to level 3, as the Mountain Giants have been able to just constantly hold their own. Beastmaster sitting at level 5. Rifleman going to try and turn back around, fight the other way, and without any sort of knights with sundering armor, those Mountain Giants with 1,600 hit points, so difficult to finish off. Potion of Invulnerability forced to be used by the Mountain King to try and stay alive as they retreat back home. 2-0 upgrades going up against 1-2 upgrades. We are going into Keep now, and we should be getting into Animal War Training and Sundering Blades. Blacksmith and, Lumber Mill already up and operational. Getting in a handful of knights would be, peachy keen, so to speak, to try and deal with those units, as the Archmage is going to be getting to, getting very close to level 5, and the Mountain King very close to level 3, as more Quill Beasts are just trying to die, or more summons are just diving on in again. Rifleman finishing off another unit there. Mountain King gets to level 3, level 2 Stormbolt now online. That is a drastic power spike. Archmage needs a little bit more as well to get to level 5, and that will be that follow-up power spike that is needed. Mountain Giants in that frontline spot. 4 of them, no bears, and Forest Troll Berserkers. So front line of Mountain Giants, Archers in the back. No, I take it back. Druids of the Claws are in the back here. That's exactly what you need to try and get some rejuvenation going onto some of those units. But it looks like, wow, would that Forest Troll High Priest just like cancel multiple rejuvenations? And if that is the case, that is going to be a drastic offset, as both sides are just, well, doing a little bit of engagement here. All right, it looks, one more shot, yes, does take that down. Archmage going to go ahead and teleport back home, going to be ready to fight and engage back up here on the high ground. That Forest Troll High Priest is still left behind right there, as the Archmage is sitting at level 5. Hood of Cunning on that Archmage. Mountain King sitting at level 3, has 100 mana, could land down a Stormbolt. That is going to be absolutely key. Both sides sitting at the upper end of low upkeep. They don't want to build any additional units, but they may spend that money on gold for Scrolls of Healing and things of that nature. Double Staff of Preservation on the Night Elf side. No Staff of Sanctuaries that I see as of yet. We are at Castle, and we are getting up a Blood Mage third. Bunch of peasants back at home here. We are getting up Inner Fire as well, rather low on lumber. And, well, what is Infi looking to follow up here? Level 5, level 4. Infi is playing, well, Infi seems a little bit, Infi seems a little bit unfocused at this stage. I don't see a clear-cut strategy coming in here, but Infi is one of the best players all around, understands the racial matchups, plays some crazy things on the ladder, and then is often able to get away with it with all of that damage. All right, Arcane Tower can almost get taken down here. More damage pushing back. Mountain Giants picking up those giant clubs and should be able to start knocking down those barracks pretty easily. I don't know if we saw Animal War Training or anything of that nature. We do see Roar down here, so plus 11 damage on these units, as the Demon Hunter, well, getting a lot of mana siphon. Are we going to be looking at some Stormbolts as well? Archmage holding up that frontline spot. A lot of, well, units in that front line trying to hold that door. Meanwhile, there's some more mana burns going down here. Mountain King trying to chase on in. Are we going to see a mana burn Stormbolt here? Mana burn. Wow, it's getting siphon mana only to have it burned off. Mountain King needs to Stormbolt back that Demon Hunter. Stormbolt back, and then perhaps siphon mana away from that Demon Hunter as well, as another mana burn does go down. All right, more mana burns coming back across here. 80 supply compared to 75. Infi is in a little bit of trouble. And more mana getting broken out here, as we should be looking at more mana burn, or more mana siphon into that Mountain King to make it a little bit more useful, but we still haven't seen that as of yet. Back inside the base, it looks as though, yes, Infi able to finish off with the remainder of those units. One barracks was taken out, but that's the only thing that was really lost during that engagement, as both sides, well, retreat back with over 1,200 hit points. Mountain King may be able to Stormbolt finish off this Druid of the Claw here. That would be a very big deal. Yo, wow. A Stormbolt finishing off a Druid of the Claw that was at 193 hit points. That's exactly what he wanted to do, giving level 4 and now having access to a higher chance of bash. All right, yeah, that snipe right there, that Mountain King with Boots of Speed, able to close in on that distance. Double Scrolls of Healing. One should be given to the Blood Mage as well, as a Scroll of Healing, well, as we all know, does have a cooldown effect, and you're not able to spam both. And the Mountain King could probably perhaps use a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability as well to round out its items. All right, Tree of Life taking quite a bit of damage. 2 mortar teams in the back lobbing some damage as well. And this should get finished off pretty easily. 1 or 2 more shots. Here we go. Mortar teams now need to try and run back. One final shot there. Another mortar team could get taken down. Quill Beast, a little bit of separation, and a beautiful hit and run tactic by Infi. being able to take down a key building by just exactly fighting where his opponent wasn't. All right, Moon now breaking in, or now currently in high upkeep, only getting 4 gold a second here. Perhaps he should consider stopping his mining for a little bit, as we're looking at the Archmage. Well, trying to see where that last base is going to be, or where he will take his final refuge here on Last Refuge. Mountain King getting inside the battle here. All right, 88 supply compared to 80. Infi has the advantage here. He just knows that he needs to hold this, and he will be fine. Meanwhile, the Mountain Giants pushing on through. There is a bit of siege damage coming in across, but that siege damage is coming in at a bit more range, 250 compared to 0 melee, as the Mountain King in that frontline spot as well. All right, Scrolls of Healing there used by that Mountain King to try and stay alive. Demon Hunter going to go ahead and push on through as well. Mortar teams are trying to lob damage into that back line, as a Scroll of Town Portal being used to perhaps try and reposition once more. Mountain King going to go ahead and Scroll of Town Portal back here, create a little bit of separation and distance, and that's all he's doing. He is buying time. That's all he needs at this stage. As long as he buys his time very, very well, he's going to be fine here, as we should be looking at a Stormbolt onto that Demon Hunter. No Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter. Mountain King is just in that frontline spot. Scroll of Town Portal being used by the Mountain King to try and reposition again, and is going to go ahead and reposition off to the north. So constant teleportation to just perhaps try and reflank his opponent. One very, very gung-ho rifleman. What is it doing? Should not be that far in front of that line there. Stormbolt going down onto that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter taking a little bit of damage. Stife, well, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability as that's being used. More Bear is coming in from the backside here. Is enough damage going to be done to that Bear? That Bear down to 88 damage, 88 hit points, as it tries to rejoin in on the fight, as we are now looking at a Mountain Giant perhaps going to get taken down. No. 80 supply compared to 68. It looked at some point that Infi would have been able to neutralize some of that. Didn't see that as of yet. Tree of Life now being rebuilt, and it is one base mining pretty much against one base mining. Tree of Eternity may try and pick itself up, but if it does that, all of the Staff of Preservation play will not take it near any Moonwells. Archmage looking to back away. Mountain King sitting at level 4. Blood Mage going to stay at level, or perhaps get to level 2. And Infi has not been on top of his Mountain King's Stormbolts. There's been several instances where the Mountain King could have easily Stormbolted his opponent. The Demon Hunter got in a little bit more damage, put in a little bit more pressure, but we still haven't seen that Ring of Protection +4 on that Mountain King. A little bit of additional armor, now up to 14 armor. Difficult to finish him off indeed. What 14 armor is, what 45% damage reduction, or I don't know what 6 times 14 is. 12 times 40, 12 times 6, 72, 78, 80, what 84% more effective hit points on that Mountain King. And then when you factor in healing on that Mountain King, well, he's going to be very difficult to take out. Archmage, Tome of Retraining. Are we going to be going into Blizzard? We were looking at, level 3 Blizzard, level 2 Brilliance Aura now. So it was higher Brilliance Aura moments ago. So now that retrain into Blizzard could cause quite a bit of problems. All right, here we are. There's that Blizzard now raining down. That damage going to be rather high. Scroll of Healing already forced to be used. Blood Mage now trying to retreat back. Blood Mage now with Banish and Siphon Mana. No. Are we going to see Staff of Preservation? No Staff of Preservation. I thought perhaps we could have been looking at, are we going to see, there's that Blizzard raining down once more, damage adding up slowly but surely. Archmage is pretty much not really afraid right now. Siphon Mana taking away the mana from that Demon Hunter, who is now sitting at level 5. Mana burn onto that Blood Mage, as we're looking at still level 6 Beastmaster trying to make its way through. Archmage could be in trouble. No Paladin for the heals. Staff of Sanctuary could try and save it right there. More mana burn. Storm Bolts. What's going down? The Blood Mage going to go ahead and Staff of Preservation back out, as the Beastmaster is still right there. More Blizzard coming in. That is a lot of damage to be had. Mana Flare still constantly being used, as there is a lot of low hit point units. Moon taking a lot of damage here, and only a handful of low hit point units, and that is the issue. Archmage, oh, what is this? Thunder Lizards just coming through the trees, causing problems and damage, finishing off many of those units here, as you can take a look. Well, trying to save up those units again. The lizards are appearing right at the front, and you got to be careful. Those riflemen could end up getting taken out. 63 supply compared to 57 Infi. and now battling up a Moon who does have a base up and running at the natural expansion, and now trying to get and is starting to saturate the main base. Archmage, Mountain King now making its way back off to the north here. Meanwhile, there is no more mining at the natural expansion. Infi is in trouble. No more mining at the natural expansion. Only 2.5 minutes of mining at this expansion here, as Infi needs to close the game out if he wants to try and win. Meanwhile, back down here, well, we're looking at a rifleman getting bashed down by a bear, but that's not going to be a problem, as we're looking at the units trying to retreat back down again. All right, turning back around. 52 supply compared to 59. Blizzard trying to raid down. A lot of damage getting added back up. Blizzard is going to take down a couple of, take down one archer, adding in more damage onto the bear. There goes some dryads. That back line suffering a lot more damage than we would have expected, as the Archmage now completely out of mana, trying to engage here. Blood Mage could get taken down. It gets taken down here, as we're looking at a bear perhaps about to get taken down. Blood Mage falls at level 2, as I mentioned earlier, as the bears, well, are getting Staff of Preservation back, and there is the GG by Infi. Moon takes the game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.